A hoodie-clad Zac Efron was spotted at Melbourne Airport. Before you assume the worst, relax. It's likely that he was traveling to shoot for his new project with John Cena. Yep, you heard that right. He has a new film in the works. But before I can give you the full scoop on it, let's discuss this mysterious airport fit. As you might know, a video of him touching down in Melbourne recently went viral. Honestly, the paparazzi don't spare anyone. Anyway, in the video, the 35-year-old actor can be seen in dark sunglasses, a hat, and a mask. Seems like Zac was trying to be incognito, but I guess it didn't work because literally everyone knows where he is. According to media sources, the California native was fresh off a plane from Los Angeles on a Qantas flight. And it's not the first time he's in the great southern land. For those of you who didn't know, he lived in Byron Bay during the 2020 pandemic. That's when the High School Musical star filmed the second chapter of his Netflix docuseries, Down to Earth. In this Emmy Award-winning series, Efron journeyed around the world with health and wellness expert Darren Olian. So basically, it was a travel show of sorts that explored more healthy, sustainable lifestyles. Steering the discussion back to the now, the Australian city will be Zac's home for the next 2 months. It's said that he'll be shooting an R-rated comedy during this time. Excited to hear more about the project? Well, as I said, Ricky Stanicky will be an R-rated film. It'll be written and directed by Peter Farrelly. You know, the filmmaker who's popularly known for his super hit wild comedies like There's Something About Mary, Dumb and Dumber, Me, Myself, and Irene, and many more. Now, last year, the director shared some details about the film in an interview. He said the film shouldn't be compared with his other works, and it's just going to be a hilarious movie. But Peter isn't just making it for the hard R laughs. The 66-year-old said the movie will have a great message too, one that'll resonate with the audience. The movie will co-star John Cena, who will be the other protagonist alongside Efron. Ricky Stanicky is a fictional character who is said to be the imagination of 3 friends. All of them are married men and pin most of their misbehavior on this imaginary figure. So, for instance, if Cena's character gets super drunk, it's Ricky to the rescue. But the film takes, according to the director, an interesting turn when the wives demand that they be introduced to him since he wasn't at any of their weddings. As a result, the men have to tell more lies about the kind of person that Ricky is. Some of them say he was a builder in Africa, followed by other descriptions. But then the guys run out of lies to tell their partners, and they get an ultimatum to bring their friend Stanicky home or not come back. This is when things get really interesting. What exactly do they have to do to save their necks? Well, they come up with an evil plan. As far as I know, they hire a guy to act as their friend. They even create a guidebook for the guy, a Ricky Bible of sorts. Not just that, they also pay him $1,000 to beat Ricky Stanicky. And who other than John Cena to play this amazing character? I'm looking forward to seeing where they go from here. But that's not all I know about the story. There's more. Farrelly revealed that Stanicky is such a natural at being their friend that everybody starts to adore him, to the point that the men can't get rid of him now. And if you've seen the former WWE champion Peacemaker, you'll see what wonders he can do in a comedic role. He's hilarious in a show that really pushes its boundaries, says the Green Book director. The filmmaker went on to express his admiration for Cena's talent. He thinks the former wrestling champ's comedic timing is amazing, and for a man of his size, so is his energy. Basically, Farrelly thinks the 45-year-old actor comes off as a lil guy because his sense of humor is a bit more self-deprecating than most big guys. Moving on to why the Dumb and Dumber director cast Cena. Surely it wasn't just for his comedic timing, but also his likability factor and how he comes across with people. When the 66-year-old screenwriter found out that Cena is a part of the Guinness Book of Records for Make-A-Wish Foundation grants, and that he's done almost 500 of them, he finalized him for the role. That's what he does every weekend. He's a sweet guy, big-hearted, and that's what this Stanicky has has to be, the producer stated. The Pennsylvania native filmmaker said Cena perfectly fit the role of the con artist, someone who's a fraud, but also a lovable guy. Well, now that we know about the main storyline, what else has been finalized about the project? From what I've gathered, Prime Video has picked up the rights to the film. CAA Media Finance and Rocket Science negotiated the deal with Amazon, representing the filmmakers. Jennifer Salke, the director of Amazon and MGM Studios, is thrilled to be working with comedy legend Peter Farrelly on the upcoming project. She really hyped up the film and said that with Peter's skill and hilarious, funny performances from their stellar cast led by Efron, Cena, and Fowler, the viewers are in for a treat. Salke said that the audiences should get ready for some tomfoolery and a lot of laughs. The filmmaker was very grateful to Amazon and also to Paul Curry, Thorsten Shoemaker, and John Jacobs for finally making Ricky Stanicky come to life, he said. Farrelly added that the movie was his dream project for many years, but he didn't expect that he'd end up with such an incredible cast. It would make the wait more than worthwhile, the screenwriter added. Farrelly will produce it along with John Jacobs of Smart Entertainment. He's previously produced Ted and Blades of Glory. The other producers are Hacksaw Ridge's Paul Curry from Footloose Productions, Thorsten Shoemaker from Rocket Science, who is known for Crimes of the Future and All Quiet on the Western Front. An earlier draft of the script was written by Brian Jarvis and Jim Freeman, and co-producer Jeff Bushell penned the original spec. He's known for his work in Beverly Hills Chihuahua, Bella and the Bulldogs. Years later, Steve Odekirk of Bruce Almighty and Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, rewrote the script. Farrelly wrote the most recent draft of the film script. But are you curious about the other cast members? There's some exciting news. Jermaine Fowler of Sorry to Bother You fame has also joined the cast. The actor recently appeared in Hulu's dark comedy film, The Drop, and shared the screen with Anna Konkle. But are you wondering where else you've seen Fowler? He also appeared in the comedy Am I OK? With Dakota Johnson and had a career-defining role in Prime Video's smash Eddie Murphy hit Coming to America. And before that, Fowler appeared in Shaka King's highly acclaimed film Judas and the Black Messiah. The Hollywood star also appeared in and executive produced CBS's comedy Superior Donuts, and he was seen in 2018's Sorry to Bother You opposite Lakeith Stanfield. Fowler also co-created and starred in the True TV sketch comedy series titled Friends of the People. Following that, the 34-year-old Hollywood star is all set to appear in Lionsgate's The Blackening. He is represented by UTA and Entertainment 360. The dark comedy is said to be streaming on Amazon Prime Video in over 240 countries upon its release. And the production got attracted to shoot locations in Victoria through the Victorian Screen Incentive and the Regional Location Assistance Fund. Well, I can't wait to watch the film because it looks like a blockbuster. See you in the next video.